Last time we discussed example of probability where we want a number greater than 4, which is 5 and 6. So total count is 2, which is favorable outcome out of 6 outcomes, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total 6 outcomes are there: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 I am writing at denominator, and we have favorable 2 outcome, which are 5 and 6, which is greater than 4. That means 2 count is 2. So I am writing 2 count at numerator. So 2 divided by 6 is 1 divided by 3 is 0.33 or 33%. Next example is rolling of probability of rolling a double with 2 dice. Okay. So on first dice we want 1, and on second dice we want again 1. Similarly on first dice we want 2, and second as we want 2, then 3 and 3, 4 and 4, 5 and 5, and 6 and 6. So total, if I throw 2 dice, there are 36 outcomes, like 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5 1 6, 2 1 2 2 2 3 2 4 2 5 2 6, and so on. So 36 possible outcomes are there. So I am writing count of 36 at the denominator, and favorable outcomes we want double, that is 1 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5 6 6. So count is 6. So 6 I am writing as the numerator. So 1 divided by 6, or 6 divided by 36, is the answer. Probability of rolling a sum of 7 with 2 dice. Okay, so we want exactly the sum of 2 dice should be 7. So if I get 1 on the first dice and 6 on the second dice, the sum will be 7. Similarly, I can get 2 and 5. 2 on the first dice, 5 on the second dice. Then also it is favorable outcome. Then 3 on the first dice, 4 on the second dice. 4 on the first dice, 3 on the second dice. 5 on the first dice, 2 on the second dice. 6 on the first dice, and 1 on the second dice. So there are 6 total favorable outcome which I want. So 6 I am writing at the numerator. There are, if I am throwing 2 dice, that means there are possibly 36 outcomes. So count is 36, which is right. I am writing on the denominator, at the denominator. So 6 divided by 36 is 1 divided by 6. Now we are going to discuss types of probability. Now there are basically 3 types of probability exist. First is classical probability, based on the assumption that all outcomes are equally likely. Okay, sometimes it may happen that the every outcome has 50-50% chances of occurring, or equal chances of occurring. Like you toss a coin, either it will be head or it will be tail, and it is not getting influenced by anybody. Okay, so equal chances. Again, we throw a dice. There are 6 sides, so there is no interference, and every side has equal possibility, equal chances of uh, coming at the top. That side, it may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you have equal chances of outcomes, it is called classical probability. Like throwing a dice and getting 3 on the dice, like this 1 divided by 6, or tossing a coin and getting a head or a tail. Now next is empirical probability. So word empirical denotes that it is experiment. Okay, empirical is almost like similar to experimental. So based on the observed data or historical outcomes. So probability which is dependent on observed data, like we do on experiment, like pharmaceutical companies, they provide drugs, they test drugs on animals, they test drugs on human being, and they take out some decisions that how many individuals, how many animals showing the positive results, and how many animals are showing no results, or how many showing negative results. Okay, so suppose any particular pharmaceutical firm uh, 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 is launching a drug, has developed a drug, new product or new drug, and they are testing on a human being or animals. So out of 100, when it is given to 100 patients, if 40 patients showing positive result and 60 patients showing negative results, no results, so that is not the good drug, because only 40% effect is there. Okay, so we cannot say that drug is very good or efficient or effective. So 40% chances are there that patient will recover. So for a company, it is not good for that reputation. So experiment wise, if you take only probability of experiment, that drug will fail for the outcome. Okay. Empirical probabilities where we do experiment, we observe data as per the historical outcomes, we decide. So formula is probability of A is equal to number of times event A has occurs and divided by total number of trials. Like in experiment, it happens. Next is subjective probability based on the personal judgment or experience. Like you know that the employer or business owner or CEO, MD, chairman, or global heads or national head, based on his judgment or experience, if he is taking decision, then it is called subjective probability. Like take Tata Motors, the own chairman of the Tata Motors is Ratan Tata. Okay, if Ratan Tata is taking decision based on his experiments or judgment, then it is called subjective probability. Example, a manager estimating the probability of project success based on the past experiences. Okay. So these three types of probabilities we have discussed. Important probability rules we'll discuss in the next